So much of a memory, it's, we also are taught that, we go through ball security drills every year, so, that comes, second nature. But, once we get in the piles, people are ripping that, so, just cover the 2 minutes.
Were you nervous out there?
My adrenaline was going, and, I was just, doing what I love to do best.
You know before the play you were going to take off?
I did. I was just reading my keys, and then, it was a big mesh, so I just jumped over.
Is this something, when you had 10 carries last week and you've been getting more and more involved, is this something you kind of felt coming with the breakout game for yourself?
I mean, I just go into every week, I don't look ahead or anything, that's what we talk about also. I just go into every week and, put in my hardest, give it my all. So, this is the outcome that I feel very well.
Are you anxious to have this kind of game? Get boosted?
I was anxious. I would say I was anxious, but everybody times come, and I feel like my time came today. So all I can do, or the team can do, is just continue to work hard and get ready for kick.
You got 2 pretty good guys to learn from, in George and Cam.
Yep, George and Cam, they help me with a lot of stuff. When they get in before me, they tell me what they see, and we talk about it as a unit. And they're helpful in practice and all. Helping with stuff that I may need help with, or just to talk about. They always there for me.
Coach Kelly said your conditioning has been a little better. You're a little more durable than you would have been earlier in the year. Has that been a point of emphasis for you?
Oh yeah. At the beginning of the season, even though I wasn't getting 10 carries a game, this and that, I feel like I've come a long way, and working on my conditioning is a major part, not only in me, but everyone else. In college football, you have to be in pretty good shape. So, coming out with 18 carries today, that really shows how much my conditioning has improved.
Was there a point where you were maybe getting beat up in practice, or going against guys who are as big as defenders here, where you realized like, hey, I got to get a little more, I got to get in a little better shape to be able to do this?
I mean, in practice, we have very intense days. So as long as you go full speed every play, I feel like practice will get you in conditioning, more and more each day. And every day I go into practice and try to give my all, not only me but everyone else. So I feel like not just me but everyone was conditioned well, and we came out with a W.